This is the Battle Staff Non-Commissioned Officers Prerequisite Training Project. This project was created by Billy J. Atkinson, Charles L. Wilson, and Eric Allen.
Hail Tiger, PL Blue. I don't know what any of this stuff means. How am I ever going to pass this course?
Sergeant Major, I'd like to let you know that we have 3 more students failing Battle Staff because they cannot plot grids on a map. Current performance. Army enlisted leaders do not have the basic knowledge and skills to properly plot 8-digit grid coordinates and properly identify and construct operational terms, symbols, and graphics. Enlisted leaders appear to lack the basic knowledge and skills needed to complete the Battle Staff Non-Commissioned Officers course, making it challenging for instructors to teach the required blocks of instruction. Expected performance. Army enlisted leaders properly plot 8-digit grid coordinates and properly identify and construct operational terms, symbols, and graphics. Developing an understanding of these tasks will prepare enlisted leaders for the U.S. Army's Battle Staff Non-Commissioned Officer course and for future Army operations. Problem statement. Army enlisted leaders do not accurately plot grid coordinates on a map and do not properly identify and construct operational terms, symbols, and graphics. Instructional goal. These periods of instruction will provide the learner with a basis of knowledge crucial to the successful completion of the military terms and symbols examination and course of action sketch and narrative examinations conducted at the Battle Staff Non-Commissioned Officer course. Learning objectives. Number 1. Learners are able to properly locate and plot an 8-digit grid coordinate. Number 2. Learners are able to identify the 5 major terrain features found on a military map. Number 3. Learners are able to identify topographical symbols on a military map. Number 4. Learners are able to identify the 4 types of unit frames. Number 5. Learners are able to properly apply the use of unit icons. And number 6. Learners are able to demonstrate the correct use of modifiers 1 and 2. Learning assessments. Formative assessment. This evaluation has 2 parts. Part 1 consists of 5 multiple choice questions, and Part 2 consists of 20 questions which will require the learner to draw, construct unit, individual, and organizational symbols utilizing bounding octagons. Summative assessment. The purpose of this evaluation is to gain feedback from the instructor's perspective to confirm or deny the prerequisite instructional videos and workbook, enhance the learner's ability to achieve course standards. Instructors will be provided a survey asking a series of pointed questions coupled with open-ended suggestions and feedback portions. Training tutorials. Battle Staff Non-Commissioned Officer course facilitators and instructors will provide many training tutorials that will cover instructions and demonstrations to enable users to achieve the key learning objectives and key content points of plotting grid coordinates on a map and proper identification and construction of operational terms, symbols, and graphics. Battle Staff Non-Commissioned Officer course facilitators and instructors will provide a prerequisite training workbook that will be completed in conjunction with each training tutorial. These workbooks will contain practical exercises designed at meeting key learning objectives and the key content points of plotting grid coordinates on a map and proper identification and construction of operational terms, symbols, and graphics. Assessment Evaluation. Upon completion of all training tutorials and the prerequisite training workbook, future Battle Staff Non-Commissioned Officer course students will be provided with an opportunity to demonstrate their learning through assessment and evaluation. This assessment and evaluation will also give instructional designers feedback to determine if the performance gap was met or improved. Implementation Dissemination Plan. Stakeholders. Stakeholder responsibilities. Instructional designers will monitor the implementation phase and serve as the subject matter experts. They will follow up with challenges throughout the phase. BNOC instructors will develop course schedules, prepare technology equipment, develop, maintain proposed products, and be available for questions, concerns, or guidance. They will establish and enforce timelines and provide feedback on digital workbook and online assessments. Students, upon enrollment, they will ensure they have received the prerequisite materials, complete prerequisite requirements, and ask for assistance, guidance, and clarification as needed. Training non-commissioned officers will select and enroll students, provide students with computer and network connectivity, verify students receive prerequisite requirements, and monitor progress of students to ensure they meet the requirements and timeline. They will also serve as a liaison between the organization and the battle staff instructors and leadership. The Department of Educational Technology is responsible for maintaining architecture, hardware, software, and network equipment. They will provide assistance as needed. Army's Training and Doctrine Command, TRADOC, approving authority for all proposed prerequisite training and instruction. Expected barriers and challenges. TRADOC approval will be a lengthy process that will require constant status updates and feedback requests. Ensuring students complete required prerequisite training will be a task that the instructors and training non-commissioned officers will follow up on weekly. Last-minute individuals joining the course. This will require instructors to quickly identify the students and provide as much prerequisite training as possible prior to the start of course. Costs and benefits. This prerequisite training will provide no additional budget requirements for the Battle Staff Non-Commissioned Officer course, as all materials, instructors, and necessary requirements are available currently. This will improve the Battle Staff Non-Commissioned Officer course, it will alleviate the need for remedial training, and it will improve the Army Non-Commissioned Officer ranks and their performance throughout the Army as a whole. Evaluation, formative and summative evaluation plans. Formative evaluation. The practical exercise will provide the learner with an opportunity to display gained knowledge and understanding of military symbology in accordance with ADP 1-02. The learner will showcase gained knowledge throughout identification and demonstration of terms, graphics, along with basic map reading. Sample questions for evaluation on the content presentation include: were the instructional tutorials clear? Did the tutorials flow in a logical sequence? Was the pace of the instruction adequate? For activity, were you able to follow instructions throughout the workbook? Did the workbook follow the sequence of instruction, and did the workbook meet your learning expectations? The instrument and protocols for each are survey, and the stakeholders providing data are the learners. Summative evaluation. The type of evaluation for instructors: sample evaluation question. Did the student have the knowledge required to begin the Battle Staff Non-Commissioned Officer course? Explain. Learners. Did the knowledge gained from the Battle Staff Non-Commissioned Officer course assist you in your career or current position? Explain. For instructors, the survey will be conducted immediately. For the learners, it will be conducted 6 months after to give them time to get back to their units and to judge whether the course material was effective to enhance their ability to perform within their unit. And the uses for these are to enhance, refine, and assess the instructional materials.